This is my fourth video. In this video, I'll be talking about what's been happening since I've been making videos. First of all, I want to thank everybody that left a comment, gave some more information. As you know, I'm still in the learning phase. I'm still doing a lot of research, trying to know how to try to understand better what's been going on. And yes, I'm still trying to keep my identity a secret. But in this video, I really want to touch on what's been happening since I've been making those videos. Things have been increasing in regard of the mental harassment. There's been a lot more exaggerations of my past memories. It's like it's been edited a little bit. It's been memories implants, as in, for example, they take embarrassing moments of me when I was barely 14 in middle school, and then adding to this memory, which I know that's not that was not the right memory, but and it's been frustrating because as you target individuals know, it's frustrating because they tend to falsify, exaggerate things, especially when it's about your past memories and about what you've done or what so it seems like it always sounds like they're trying to justify what they're doing, and to justify what they do, usually they kind of like exaggerate to the point. So they lie completely, they exaggerate, and also they make your brain go against you. Basically, you try to rationalize what's happening, and you kind of like it's wrong, but it's still like your brain always goes against you, and you try to justify for it. It can be the most ridiculous claims, and it's false, but it's still your brain still goes for it and still try to validate what they're saying. And some of it is so disturbing. If anything, it frustrates you how wrong it is and how much of a lie it is. And I would say a few days after I made my last video, it was extreme. Like, well, certain things were implanted that really were disturbing, and it was hard for me to keep my cool. And I think that's the goal, right? Kind of push you to do something stupid, right? And keep you in distress, in distress state. Also, just bluntly, like extreme thoughts, intrusive thoughts, as in the things have even. The worst part is when you're in public and you have those disturbing thoughts. And it's just like, like I said, it's sickening, and it's disturbing, to say the least. And mind you, I'm no prude, but if it's really disturbing, it will be disturbing to anybody. And it's very far-fetched from who you really are, and I think it's meant to really push you, really like get you frustrated and kind of give up. Also, the external harassment. So for me, it would be maybe the roommate or the neighbors. For example, when I'm preparing for this video, I would just kind of I make some notes, things I want to touch on, so I just don't ramble on. And they tend to just come out and say something like lies. I can hear them from outside the window, or I can I can hear them like just opening the door and slamming the door and just scream something to just grasp my attention, and kind of take away my focus. Um, they also tend, the laughters and the conversations that are meant to attract my attentions have been, happening, especially when in the process of making the video and kind of prepping the video, meaning what I want to touch on. Um, Also, electronically, I've been having issue with internet more than before. So and like my past apartment where I was in charge of my Wi-Fi, I could call the provider if I had an issue. I live in a townhouse where there's multiple rooms and different roommates, and the internet and everything else is under somebody else's name. So if you have any issue, you have to call management. And of course, the on my floor signal is terrible. The Wi-Fi signal on the last floor has been terrible. I've been trying to buy like Wi-Fi extender, so I have better. So, but since the video, I mean, it's just I really need to like sit on the staircase to use the internet, just because the Wi-Fi signal is so bad, and even when they call the technician to come there, everything is a little harder. It seems like it's some kind of sabotage, but internet has been kind of hard to get in my room. And even when I bought the like a Wi-Fi extender so I can have more signal here, it seems like the connection every once in a while, like when I'm concentrating on something, the or trying to work on something, or when I'm when I do some research on the topic, it seems like when I'm trying to watch a video, the internet just on my computer stops working. The Wi-Fi is the Wi-Fi signal doesn't work anymore. So there's been a lot more of that. Prior to that, the Wi-Fi wasn't the best, but it was doable. There's a basement here where you could just sit there, there's couches, and you can, and the Wi-Fi connection is perfect. But now that it barely works, everything works perfectly when the technician comes, but and also I had issue with like the washing machine. Like when it's made, there's always a problem with the washing machine, and to the point where when I in the future when I go use the washing machine, I have to like sit there and make sure that the whole cycle goes through, just because I don't know if, and mind you, this is a townhouse with multiple, I would say maybe 10, 12 people live here, a little less, and all of them random people. So since I've been making videos, they've been more of that, more of like disturbance when it comes to electronics. So my internet has been um, not working the best, and yeah, and physically, I've been feeling more pain. Like I mean, starting with my brain, it feels like my brain is being pressed together, like, or it's being pressed on one side. I can feel like pressure on my brain every once in a while, just hitting different side. Um, Muscle twitching even more than before. Just really random places, like on the side of my foot. Like just it just seems like they want to show what they can do, right? There's been like small pain in random places on my back. At night, my heart sometimes is just like it feels like something's pinching it. I don't know if there's a better way to explain it. I had like with my stomach, I feel some like something squeezing on the side of my stomach. Every once in a while, it hurts, but it's short. It's like controlled, Um, a lot more physical pain. But it's just such a short. It's just like it's a short time. It's not like a consistent pain. It's just it hits and stop. It's just like more of a, I don't know if they're playing around and then they'll increase it and will be more consistent. But yeah, the dreams have been the worst. I'd say sleeping has been, worse in the regard of the dreams. Um, Disturbing, as always disturbing, but also, I wake up feeling like my brain is not like something is I'm anxious, right? And there's something that's changed in my brain, like the way I'm thinking is not the same. Uh, um, but yeah, my sleep pattern has been bizarre, and it's been harder for me to just wake up. It's just, and I feel something when I wake up, like I feel like my brain is just heavier, like I have something like dragging down my head. It's not a headache; it's just like something just holding on it. And yeah, and also like I kept saying, is they keep working on my self-esteem. It feels like my brain has really been my worst enemy. As in, I know what's going on is completely wrong, but it keeps going against me. Yeah, it's been in regard of the gang stalking, that doesn't really do much to me anymore. Like if I go to a grocery store, if I go, to the post office, I expect it. I don't, it's just now that I'm aware that this is a tactic. When I have actually interaction with individuals that are part of it, it doesn't. I just look at them for what they are, right? And knowing that this is something they've been doing to a lot of people, and there's a system about it, and this it's the same kind of tactic. And when I have that knowledge, now that I have that knowledge, it doesn't bother me that much. I kind of expect it. So I see somebody, okay, what you gonna say? I look at it and I just look at them, and usually, I walk around listening to, like YouTube testimonies, and I and tend to like. So if I'm listening to a specific target individual who has a YouTube channel, they will walk by and say lies, like lies, stuff like that. And I'm just like, yeah, sure, I mean, and yeah, they've been very vocal about that specifically. But it doesn't bother me. I don't think that's the worst part of this whole thing, as the whole target individual. I think the thoughts and having your brain just being worked, being twisted and being rewired and just going places, and you really feel like you're losing control of who you are. Your sense of who you are is really like diminishing, right? And I have recording of myself like just saying things like, don't forget, this and that. You're not what they're saying you are. Like just trying to remind yourself, because every time I get my my normal state of mind, my prior to August 19, 2019 state of mind, it seems like they bombard me again with things to just like create that persona, like I keep saying. And yeah, and usually after the dream, like at night is the worst, really. I feel like my brain is more open to all the suggestions, and meaning that they're more aggressive at night when I lay, especially when I lay on the bed. Immediately when I'm comfortable, I'm on the bed. Excuse me. When I'm on the bed, um, that's when things happen. I see my brain just like working, and and then when I sleep, and my dreams are always, you know, the worst. And also I notice like I feel vibrations. Like when I'm in bed, I can feel vibration, and it comes from like under the bed. I don't know. I start feeling like vibrations, and but it's like at night. That's where all of the a lot of the harassments, are aggressive. And then dreams are. I feel like they're meant to just disturb me. Sleep. Every time I go to bed, I know it's gonna be it's a very weird, disgusting ride. And like I said, I wake up from it, and then I need to take a breath, and then that's when they try and bombard me out, and I'm aware that this is a tactic, and then I go back, and then there's another, every time I close my eyes, there's something going on, something. that's disturbing. Sometimes it starts with like a nice dream where there's people are no involved, and then it just changed up, and it just like, so they definitely manipulate you, and then you wake up from this and you're like, I remember that was a dream. Wake up, go back to reality, and that's when I listen to my recordings where that reminds me who I am. It's been helping me a little bit, but also, the pressure in my brain, the impression of my brain has been, I actually feel like pain in my brain, like oh, not headaches, but feels like somebody squeezing my brain. I can feel like certain points hit every once in a while. It's hard to describe the kind of the pressure you feel. For me, it's not something I can compare it to. It's not like a headache. For me, it's just like, it feels like my brain is being pressed on. Something's happening. Like it's my brain is something's like pushing my brain. Or yeah, so it's been a lot of that, and especially after the video, it seems like the mental attacks, the mental harassment have been stronger. Meaning, feeling like, first of all, the narrative they're trying to push, the disturbing thoughts, intrusive thoughts, the exaggerations, the lies. Some of you target individual know exactly, and this video is really more specific to target individuals. Um, this was obviously will sound very weird to a normal person who's not part of, who's not involved in this crap. Um, but yes, I just wanted to give an update. And I just want to thank again everybody who gave me some information. And I just, I'm always open for more information. Feel free to leave me a message and leave me a comment, and tell me about your experience and what's been going on with you. And appreciate all the information. Thank you guys. Stay strong. And God bless you guys. Bye.